We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The final game of the opening weekend of 2020. Time for football from Denver. Broncos and Titans. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already. They run on first down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On second down, it's Henry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
They're on 21-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 21. Throwing now is Locke. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
From the 21, it's second and 10. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Ball carrier.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And the Titans' 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Darrington Evans.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Darrington Evans with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Broncos nothing. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
now
and
they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 5.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 41, Tannehill. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. On the counter, it's Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete.
Tannehill.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right?
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Locke to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a give to Lindsey.
Lindsey.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
10 at the 45-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mark 55. Mark 55. You must get.
Now to the air. Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
Clock now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
15 more yards.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Cortland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Cortland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos have retaken the lead. The solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill. The open man is Smith. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Henry. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And this is caught inside the 5. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry. As the first half is winding down. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
And that's caught inside the 35. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 73 yards.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. A final shot before half for Locke. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut as his guys are able to regain the lead. McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Gostkowski set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies and try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw again on second down, Locke. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Brings up third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I know people see Philip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball out of the backfield and move the sticks.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
Block now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Broncos.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense. It has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Block working out of the gun. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Quick throw outside by Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason. And what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now a handoff for Lindsey. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
The ball carrier.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. from the gun. It's Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 35, Titans 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Again to Henry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
22, Derrick Henry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Locke. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Leads
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Now, after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. After the penalty, it's Henry. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. Finding some room at midfield. Touchdown, Titans! Darrington Evans making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Broncos 41, Titans 23.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Another run by Lindsey. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Freeman. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Called an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And 1.
That's out to the left and complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Broncos push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
A 20 and carry now for Derrick Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Stephen Gostkowski.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.